Hi, we're back today in the Daily Halacha. Today on the topic of Shabbat, making a melacha on Erev Shabbat, the eve of Shabbat. As we explained last time, although melacha is prohibited only within the confined time periods of Shabbat and Yom Tov, the sages determined the need to impose limited restriction on activities during the late Friday afternoon. As a general rule, one may begin a melacha just before Shabbat as long as the initial melacha act, in other words, the direct act of the individual, is completed before Shabbat. As we gave some example in the last class, I will give some more example to this rule. Trapping, for example, which is latsud. Trapping, one may set traps before Shabbat even if he fully expects the animals will be trapped on Shabbat. So, for example, setting mouse traps before Shabbat, although trapping is a prohibited melacha on Shabbat, if he sets these traps before Shabbat, although he will know for sure that the mice will be trapped, it is permissible, since, as we explained in the rule, the melacha was done before Shabbat. Another example is dash, threshing. Pressing grapes for their juice is the prohibition of schita, which comes under the melacha of dash, threshing, which is prohibited on Shabbat. Even so, one may leave grapes under the press before Shabbat, even though the pressure of the press will continue to extract the grape juice during Shabbat. However, in such a case, the juice itself may not be used on Shabbat unless certain conditions are met, as we'll see in some of the later classes. So, although, as we mentioned this rule, however, there are situations when starting a melacha that will continue through Shabbat is rabbinical prohibited, as we shall see in the next classes.